Well, if you truly love someone, then you will accept those people in your life as they are. I mean, with their limitations, with their mistakes, with the errors they make in the world. You will accept them with their fragility. You will accept them with their flaws. You will accept them as they are. You will accept them with their limitations. Well, if you love somebody, there are no conditions in that relationship. You accept those people as they are, and that fragility which is a part of human beings. There is something valuable about that fragility. You know, everyone in this world has some weaknesses, some strengths. Nobody is perfect in this world. Hence, when you are in love, when you love somebody, then you accept them as they are with their fragility and with their limitations. And when you do this, accepting the good with the bad is what makes that human relationship beautiful. This is how world becomes a better place. Hence, at this point in time when Venus is in the Sagittarius sign, you are gonna forget all the mistakes which others have made against you. You are gonna forget all the limitations of your loved ones at this point in time. You are gonna forgive everyone for their mistakes at this point in time, and you are gonna make peace with everyone in this world at this point in time. I mean, you are gonna make peace with your relatives, with your near or dear ones, with your friends, with your relatives at this point in time. You are gonna accept them as they are, with their flaws, with their weaknesses at this point in time. Well, this Venus in Sagittarius sign will bring in love, peace and calmness in your life. It will act as a harbinger of love, peace and calmness in your life at this point in time. Well, Venus is gonna stay in the Sagittarius sign from the 5th of December 2022 until 29th of December 2022. So during this time, if you had any animosity, any acrimony, any bitterness towards anyone, you are gonna forget that at this point in time. You are gonna forgive people at this point in time. You know, unforgiveness is that poison which you drink and you want the other person to die. While the other person may have moved on with his or her life, you still hanging on to that unforgiveness is not doing any good to you. Instead, it is harming you. So at this point in time, you are gonna forgive each and everyone in this world. And let me tell you that you are not only going to forgive, you are also going to forget the incident in which they have denigrated you, in which the others have harmed you or have treated you unfairly. So at this juncture, your relationships are gonna get strengthened. If you wanted a love partner in your life, if you wanted love in your life, if you wanted a romantic relationship in your life, then at this point in time, you can meet that person who's going to give you a lot of love in your life. So at this point in time, the planet Venus is gonna bring the harbinger of love in your life. It is gonna give you signs of love at this point in time. You will be deeply involved with love at this point in time. You wouldn't want to be in the rat race at this point in time. I mean, in terms of work, you would like to relax and chill at this point in time, and you'll crave for love at this point in time, which you will get ultimately during this time or afterwards, I mean in the next 6 months. Well, the planet Venus represents a lot of things. It represents females, it represents your elder sisters, your female siblings, your wife, lover for a male. It represents pleasures, sexual pleasures. It represents the beauty of life. It represents the expensive things of life. It represents justice and emotion. So you are gonna remain attached emotionally with all the relationships at this point in time. I am talking about your relationships. Whether that relationship is strong or weak, you will have some sort of emotional attachment with all those relationships in your life. If you were having any sort of misunderstanding with your love partner in that romantic relationship, then I am quite certain that during this time, all those misunderstandings, all those differences will come to an end at this point in time. You are gonna be attracted towards all the beauties of life at this point in time, all the pleasures and comforts of life at this point in time. If you are a male or a female, you are gonna yearn to have love in your life at this point in time. Your craving for love would increase dramatically at this point in time. And the good news is that you are gonna get that love during this time which you had always wanted. You could also be involved in an intimate relationship at this point in time. But make sure before you enter that intimate relationship, you need to think whether that relationship would last or not. If you think that relationship is for the short term, then please do not enter that intimate relationship at this point in time. I mean, don't get intimate in that relationship at this point in time. Well, if you are addicted to anything in this life, like alcohol, drugs, etc., 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 then you need to refrain yourself from doing all these things. Because the planet Venus will be in the Sagittarius sign, in the house of Jupiter. And Jupiter will never want you to have any sort of habits which will destroy your health, which will destroy your mind at this point in time. You could also travel at this point in time. A short travel cannot be ruled out at this point in time. You could buy a new car, new furniture for your house, a new luxury item at this point in time when Venus is in the Sagittarius sign. Well, whatever you'll be doing at this point in time, you will have an emotional connect with the things which you are doing. I mean, you will be passionate about doing things at this point in time. I mean, you would go to great depths to learn to do your work at this point in time. Well, you need to consciously remain positive at this point in time. You need to be an optimist at this point in time. Well, to an optimist, the glass is always half full, but to a pessimist, the glass is always half empty. Well, when an optimist sees hurdles, barriers and obstacles in his or her life, they see an opportunity in them. But when a pessimist sees an opportunity, all they can see are hurdles, barriers and obstacles. So you need to make a conscious, deliberate and a determined decision to remain optimistic at this point in time, to remain positive at this point in time. People may try to distract you from your goals and dreams at this point in time. But remember, don't get distracted by them at this point in time. Well, our lives are basically affected by the way we think things are, not the way they are. So your thoughts at this point in time should remain positive. So if you want good things to happen in your life, then you should have a positive mindset at this point in time. Well, let me tell you that nobody knows you, but the only person who really knows you is you. Nobody else knows you so well in this world like you do. You can get advice on what you should do in your life. Don't take any advice and suggestions at this point in time on what you should be doing in your life. Actually, nobody knows who you are. Only you know who you are, what you want in this life, what you are meant to do in this world. Only you can think about this. The suggestions and advices you should listen to is from your heart, because the only person who knows you best is you. Well, if you are looking for people to agree with your ideas and plans, if you are wanting their support in your life, then you need to forget that thing at this point in time. I mean, when Venus is in the Sagittarius sign, I mean in regard to your work, your profession, your business or job. If you are inclined towards doing a particular thing, the only person who can suggest and advise you is you. Well, I am telling you, listen to your heart, because where your heart is, there your treasure is also. Well, your dreams are a lonely, scary, solitary, dangerous pursuit. You have to fulfill your dreams yourself. No one is gonna come in and do it for you. So you are on your own in this journey of life where you have to accomplish and achieve your dreams and goals. You need to think at this point in time how you can and not why you can't. Well, this is all I wanted to tell you all about Venus in the Sagittarius sign. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, then you may contact me directly. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves because there is only one life to live. There are no duplicates of a life. You will not get a chance to live this beautiful life once again. And if you want to enhance your luck in your life, if you want to boost your luck in your life, if you want to increase and improve your luck in your life, then I want to tell you all, I have several remedies for you. You know, these remedies which I am talking about are a fusion of astrological remedies, Vastu remedies and religious remedies, which can be utilized by any person of any religion, because I believe that there is only one God in this universe. And if you want me to pray for you, because prayer can move mountains. So if you want me to pray for your health, wealth, success, money, business, career, job, relationships, love relationships, education, marriage, married life, children, property, etc., 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 then also you may contact me. You may also contact me for a Vastu visit of your flat, office, residence or factory. And if you are hell-bent on taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you may contact me over WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great life ahead. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.